let's sing it.
And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack.
That sounds good.
Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack.
It's as sweet as maple syrup.
If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back.
I'm here,
but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. But you find me out at the Sugar Shack.
Hey Jeff, is that getting close?
You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack.
Oh, it smells good, brother.
You'll find me out at
I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the Sugar Shack. It's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. But you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again. And you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. But you find me out at the Sugar Shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get weighed, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. But you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. All right, you know it. Let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. That sounds good.
Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack.
It's as sweet as maple syrup.
If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back.
I'm here,
but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. But you find me out at the Sugar Shack.
Hey Jeff, is that getting close?
You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack.
Oh, it smells good, brother.
You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack.
I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the Sugar Shack.
Who'll be stopping by to say hello? Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show. With Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm baking up love in all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Proms, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Proms. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam, we're building a life that feels like home. From the veggies we grow to the soil we turn, it's a simple life and so much to learn. I'm baking bread, smell the warm, sweet air, piggy squealing, love's everywhere. We lend a hand to channels that care, because lifting each other is what we share. Welcome to the Brums, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Brums. We're waiting just for you. So come on and join, let's build it together through thick and thin in any weather. We're all in this, let's make it better at the Brums. It's a life to treasure. Welcome to the Brums, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Brums. We're waiting just for you. Yeah, at the Brums, we're waiting just for you.
Hey. Happy Primetime Friday. Let me know. You guys hear me, see me, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Oh, gracious. What a week this has been. And I figured, I have a jar, not a big one, but I do have 250 mils, which would be half a pint of maple syrup. And I figured we get 10 people. They donate $5 each. I'll raffle it off tonight. And that's it. So that's why I played the song tonight. That's like, that's the national anthem. We got to get warmed up. Actually, no, we need a lot more snow. We need a lot more rain. We need a lot more moisture in the ground, or it's going to be a horrendous season yet again. I honestly can't even say what you said again, Scott. So, you know how there's the goal? I don't even know where it is on here. But on my phone, there's... Let me turn down the... Okay. Oops. You guys don't want to see that. You guys want to see... There we go. So there's a goal button. And there's 1 hour. And it's kind of almost like an auction, but not really. There has to be a minimum of 10 people to donate $5 each. And what I do is put their names in a hat. And what we do is we donate, or we draw, and those people are in the running for the jar of maple syrup. And like I said, it's I don't know the conversion. It's 250 milliliters here. And there, Joe's the first one in on 5. I don't know. I have it put away in a safe place. So, got 8 inches of snow today. We got nothing today. It was actually, it warmed up to 28 or minus, I think it was -3. So it was a rather nice day here today. I'm not too overly concerned, Joe. I know where you live. And the way I look at it is what Jin has put you through over the course of, the many years. It's the least I can do is to give you a penny. So, yeah. And for my Canadian friends, there's a new thing. I don't know if it's strictly, I don't know if it is only New Brunswick. But my sister-in-law found this thing, and I was talking to my brother-in-law tonight, and I could not believe it works. And what it is the government sends you a package with a whole bunch of antibiotics, ointments. Anyways, and it's all paid for by, they're in New Brunswick. So that's where my sister-in-law ordered it through, I believe. Like I said, I don't know any more than that. He just sent me, we were just talking here about 3 minutes before I went on, and she applied for it. It's all paid by the government, and you don't have to go sit in hospitals. It's like strep throat. You take so many of these, and it's, what do you want? This, but I don't want that to fall. Oh. Okay, we'll just put it on the floor. I'll hold it here until you throw that up. There you go. Thank goodness it's box week. All right. I got the empty one you take off, just put it by the door. And yeah, I'll stop and get water in the morning. There we go. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Shoot me a text whenever you get into the city. Let me know you're in there safe. And don't do anything your father wouldn't do. Well, and if you do, make sure you name it after us, okay? Angie, what's going on, girl? But so it's a neat thing. So Lee, if you want to shoot me a message, maybe I can forward it to you. And anybody else that may be lurking in the background that's from Canada. I think it's Canadian. I'm going to give it a shot here. You've got to put in your health number, your ID, and you know, my sister-in-law works for the government. She works for Revenue Canada, so she knows what scams. She's not stupid. Well, I'll just leave that one alone. But she's savvy with online things. So, and if it's something that we can, hey, Carlene. And of course, I already said hi to Angie. We got Joey, Lee. Oh boy. So, yeah, like I say, maybe Remy, whenever he comes up later, he will, hey, sis, maybe he will have be able to enlighten us because he does work at a hospital. In the pharmacy department. So maybe he knows more about this. But like I said to Remy, I'm like, this doesn't seem right to me. And he's like, well, I didn't believe it either. But they didn't ask for credit cards, anything. It was simply it was simply just putting in your health number, and they can't access any of your money through that. And he said, I questioned her on it. She's like, well, they don't want any of our information except for that. And apparently it was she had the IT department with the government department she works for check it out, and they said it's a legit it's a legit Canadian. It's done by the feds, and it's said it's legit. So we'll see. Why not? You name it. But again, I'm of two different, maybe it's the ambulance side of me going, oh great, here we go, people self-medicating. They tried something like this about 25 years ago. Where did that get them? People with kidney, liver issues. Anyways, I can go on and on and on and on. But it's cool in a way for if it's put into the right hands. I might do it because I know I'm not going to over medicate or self medicate. But you just never know. Hey, Xander, what's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in a dog's age. It's got to be at least a week. And the thumbnail of tonight was Kevin from Tuber Chat, his lovely wife, girlfriend. Jason from Jason's Keto, myself, and Brent and Gardner Rochelle from, was that last week? It's got to be 2 weeks ago. Well, whenever we all met for dinner. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And anyways, if you're wondering what the goal is, it is a two. I have it, and I was able to find two different maple syrups. I kept one, and I'm gonna let one go tonight as a goal. So as soon as we get 10 people, we're going to draw. Right now, Joe is the only one in. So we need 9 more people. And this is the first time. Joey, you're not going to lose money. I'll figure something out how to return it back to you guys if it doesn't go. But even if I can get 6, it will cover the shipping. And as long as I can get the shipping covered, I'll let it go. I'm not really into making a whole lot of money. It was just something that, I wanted to cover the costs and bless people with. It's just unfortunately, I got to start saving for this vacation. And I can't be giving away a whole lot right now. So, anyways, we'll see what happens. We still have another, what does it say? 42 minutes and 30 seconds. So, lazy days ahead. Hey, brother, what's going on? I went a little early today. Jan was not live tonight. And I got to get myself up the weekends. Okay. Sunday's the Lord's Day. Church, you're up early, blah, blah, blah. I do like to sleep in Saturdays. I've not been able to sleep in a Saturday in a long time. And I'm pouting. Oh, Tony, amen, brother. I can't wait. Can't wait. Just even fellowship. Like I know there's quite a few of us going 2 days ahead of time. Just the fellowship the 2 days before, kind of get, it's not too bad for you guys. You've only got a 2 hour you only have 2 hour jet lag. We got to go 3, pardon me, there's 3 hours we have to make up. So like I said to Debbie, our first day, we'll after we hopefully, we'll be able to come in at intervals where we could share like Ubers, Lyfts, whatever, because it's a little bit of money to get over into Seattle proper from the airport. So now it's nothing like Louisiana or New Orleans. Miami, because we stayed at Fort Lauderdale. Whoo-wee! I tell you what, that was 70, no, $59, and that was Uber. A taxi wanted a stupid amount of money. Yeah, they wanted a stupid amount of money. So, honestly, if you haven't traveled a whole lot, download the Uber app or Lyft. Lyft is even cheaper than Uber. And all the lifts that I was in Toronto, now I don't know if it's a new thing or not, but I felt more, not safe, they're all safe, but more comfortable. And in the lifts in Toronto, number one, they had cameras. Number two, much cheaper. We saved about $10. So, anyways, remind me. All my friends are sending me a message where I grew up. Somebody was shot last night, execution style. So they were. My phone has been going crazy now that the police have released it. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Again, I did a goal for tonight. I set it for 1 hour at the start of the time. Joey's the only one in. Thank you, Jesse, for doing all that. And there's Kevin. Howdy, Kevin. Word up, brother. It was nice sitting and having a chat with Kevin and his better half, and Rochelle and Jason, and we had a lot of we had a lot of fun. Just chilling, chit chatting, and I tell you what, I could not live anywhere around there because just after I went, oh, Miss Ann's in. We got two people, so I don't know how it works. Oh, hello from Remy's viewers. He sent one of those little things that it pops everybody over. So, peace out, guys. I just about got myself in a fist fight in downtown Toronto. But then I thought differently that, people carry pew-pews. So I figured, nah, I'm only large and fat. That'd hurt. So I thought differently, but I did get a bit testy with the one feller that thought it was okay to make fun of these homeless individuals who were sleeping on grates, trying to keep themselves warm. And that weekend was brutally cold in Toronto. I think it was close to it was well over minus 20. And it's just disgusting. Disgusting. Because there's so many grates and vents because there's a city underneath the city. Oh, we're up to 3. We got. I know Sir Grace is in on that one. No, that's 4. No, 3. I just couldn't believe it. Like, this young fella, and I can call him a young fella because he would have been early 20s. He had consumed quite a bit of alcohol. But sitting there and taking pictures of these poor people with what I would call, whenever I was hunting and fishing, a ground blanket, which it was thin. It was we would use it whenever it would, be plus 20, plus 30 outside, not minus 20. It was absolutely disgusting that these folks would actually, or not folks, there was one guy would actually sit there and laugh at them. That's somebody's mother, father, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. That's a human being. And I just don't know what the younger society has come to, because I wanted to throttle them. I wanted to take and put them from the upper city and put them down into the lower city. I was angry. But, well, I do appreciate you, Jesse, but it doesn't get you in because I can't do nothing. It takes, it engages. Sorry, buddy. You'll just have to take a little bit of that 40 ouncer that you still have in your pantry or kitchen or freezer. Hey, Johnny. But anyways, yeah. So it was a trying time in Toronto, and like I said, I was so cold in this hotel room, and we didn't stay at no shack where the conference was. Now, we get a major discount, but I believe that I'm going to say that it is $600 before the oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And we're halfway there. And I tell you what, Jesse doesn't even know this part yet. Whoever signs up from the trip from now to the end, I'm going to give away some gold. Shh. My wife doesn't even know. And I'm not joking. It's gold. So, whoever signs up between now and the final thing, I will be giving away a gold note. So, I was blessed it, and I'm going to bless it. For Kevin. Yeah, I was blessed the gold, so I said, what the heck? You know, I honestly, apparently you can, it's the new thing out that's taking over, or I don't even want to say taking over, but it's spendable money. It is recognized in Florida. I'll have to look, but there's about 15 or 20 states. New York. I forget where, but this is, and the longer you keep it, like whenever it was purchased, that's when, and like I said, I don't know anything more than the longer you keep it, the more it rises. So if you save it and give it to your grandkids and they keep it till they're our age, it's going to be worth money. Now, you can go ahead and spend it right now if you want. In certain states, I'm not sure if you could spend it in Canada yet, but it is taking off like wildfire in the U.S. Thank you, Glenda. I appreciate that. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Virginia. And oh, there's Johnny. Johnny. What's going on, brother? Don't think I missed anybody. Got Jesse, got Alexander, got Carlene, got Miss Ann. And again, all my Canadian or upstate New York friends, our conference is going to be May the 10th. We are going to have beekeepers, processors, Egg Society giving different speeches about agricultural. I'm going to have the military there doing demonstrations for the kids. The more people or the more sponsors I have, the more I can do for kids and adults and whatever else. I've been given a budget, but I said that I don't want to use that budget. I want to be self-sufficient. And from what's transpired so far, I believe we can. So if I can hit 500 people this year, then we'll go to 2 days next year. And if we get over 1,000 next year, we are going to go to 3 days. So I don't want to build it too fast, but should be fun. Oh, I see what's going on here. Miss Lisa's all over it. We got 3 more till we do the draw. Yeah. She's a real sucker. Jesse, it's okay. You shouldn't even apply because you never win. You're like me. Your chances of winning, even if we teamed up, would be 1%. Now, Miss Lisa, she just goes, "Oh, I'm going to apply," and she wins. Just saying. Her luck is 100-fold better than our luck. Just saying. Driver carries no cash. Oh, I'm missing something. Sorry, guys. I went off on an adventure and I stopped reading. Freezer camp. Who's in freezer? Who's in freezer camp? And if you have not been checking out Johnny's Daily Dannies, get over there and get watching them, because there's like little caffaroos, and oh wait, there's some pretty. Yeah, honestly, go over, and Johnny has surpassed, and Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, but 10 million views. Amazing, sir. Absolutely amazing. And I'm just, I'm floored. As the people here in Quebec say, très bien, très bien. That's not a feat to be taken lightly. That is a huge, huge feat. And hard work pays off. Consistency pays off. And Johnny is a, Johnny's a true, how do I say this? He's definitely a person for us to look up on, because of, the dedication to his craft. And, whenever really didn't even get to meet Johnny yet. seen him in passing and said hello and nice to meet you. That's the extent of Johnny and I. But, back then, it, I don't know if Johnny would ever dream of being where he is right now back then. But anyways, no, I know you don't like it, Johnny. I know you don't like it, but I don't care. It deserves some recognition. And you don't have the link for tonight, so you can't come up and stop me. Jesse, don't you dare. Conquest Josh. G'day, buddy. Tiffany, Canadian Family Life. Howdy, howdy. Wanda Henry. Now, my goodness. You wanted to hear the commotion last week on Wanda's Live. Whoo-wee! Her cat got into something it wasn't supposed to, and it wasn't happy. I wasn't sure what the heck was happening, and then I saw Wanda go, gone. it was fun. It was quite fun. Let's see here. So we have 17 and a half minutes, and we need 3 more people. And we'll do the draw for the maple syrup. Oh, good. Did you try using that coconut oil on her paws? Anyways, like I say, tonight is just a, fellowship evening. I sent the link out, but let me resend it out. Again, the same rules apply. If I don't know you, don't worry about even coming up. But, ruh-roh, what the heck did I just do? I just hit something that I wasn't supposed to. Fat fingers. Jesse, I might need you. Hang on. Oh, no, there we go. I fixed it myself. There's the link if you want to come up, Johnny. Johnny, that's just about what we got all last year. It was, it's okay. I got it figured out. Sit back, Jesse. It's all good. Hey, Xander, you leave my helmet out of here. Just because I got to wear the helmet so I don't lick the windows anymore. Stop it. Uh-oh. Everybody, be on your best behavior. Karma's in the house. So yeah, that's my goodness, Miss Ann. Miss Ann's like, I'm into this syrup. This syrup's Miss Ann's syrup. Oh, gracious. But Yeah, Miss Ann, you want to come up? Whoever wants to come up, that's fine. It's just a quiet evening, and who I'm trying to think. There was somebody. Oh, Wendy, if you're lurking in the background, um, and you want to, oh my goodness. Okay. I honestly, hang on here, guys. My phone is like doing some weird stuff. Goal achieved. How stupid is this? Your goal is achieved. Ensure you thank your audience. Huh? Yeah. Like, isn't that common sense? Whew. I'm sure glad it told me to thank you because I don't know if I would have remembered. Oh my God. Okay, well, how do I. Jesse? Jesse! Oh, there's Brother Johnny.
What was the goal?
A 250 milliliter bottle of maple syrup.
No, what was the goal? I know what you're giving away.
Really, it's just pays for the shipping and the it pays for the shipping and syrup. I might have made $2. It was just something that I wanted to see if it worked. It works.
$50 was the goal. Okay. So now I know the goal. Since Scott wouldn't tell me the goal, Glenda told me the goal. All right. Thanks, Glenda.
Well, it was. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, yeah, you came in a little bit later. Okay. Yeah, no, it was 10 draws, $5 a draw. Except for Joey. Poor Joey. Jin would only give him $4.99. So I threw in the extra penny for Joe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jesse. Scott, read his lips. What was the goal? I mean, $50.
Jesse.
Yeah, I got it for you, Wanda. I got you the answer. There you go.
Let me put this on Jesse's mouth.
Yeah, so the $2 he made was from Papa Jesse. That's for the paper bill.
Much, okay, no, Papa Jesse. With Papa Jesse's, I made $4.
That's for the paper bill. For the paper boy.
Hey, I'll take one of those. Oh my goodness, I fell down a rabbit hole, and I've been watching an auction site out of the U.S. Those $2 US notes and the $2 Canadian notes. I really wish I would have saved some of them.
Oh, are they worth something?
Oh my God, yes. They're worth there was one went for $275.
Huh. I've got a bunch of $2 bills.
It's based off of the serial number. And if it has a red stamp on it, it's worth even more money.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's your $2? Winners. Tell you what, I'll buy you a Pepsi on the ship. Because they don't have Coke products. Actually, So that means they should have Mountain Dew. Because
Yeah,
Mountain Dew
that's right.
is the
They
Pepsi
should
product.
have, if they don't have Coke products, that means that they should have Mountain Dew. Unlike Buc-ee's, because if you go to Buc-ee's and you look for Mountain Dew, you're SOL. You're going to have to run to the Texaco across the street.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Miss Lisa, come on. We had you like, we really thought a lot of you until that comment.
And Dale says she can't go because there's no Coke products.
What's wrong with you people? How can you drink that syrup
on the cruise?
Well, I can't go either then.
Christine says she can't go either.
Well, that's been nice.
We're out.
Oh no, you're in. Christine's out. Christine, did you get what you had called me? He called me looking for you.
He called me twice in less than 5 minutes while I was at work, and I told him I would call him back. I called him back. He never called me back.
Jeez. Because he called me. He's like, this Miss Christine, do you know her? And I'm like, yeah, she's busier than you know what. I said, you don't try to call her throughout the day. You call her in the evenings.
Yeah.
Miss Lisa, I'm drinking that banned red dye stuff, but it's Crystal Light.
Peter's on my list.
He's on the list.
Yeah. No. I said I think it's just to get the invoice bill, and he said, well, I'll send her that. So
he never sent me anything. He called me twice within less than 2 minutes of each other when I didn't answer the first time. I answered the second time, told him I was busy. He'd have to call me back later, or I'd call him. I called him back. He never called me back. I know he's a busy man.
Well, that's it. So you're busier than you know what, and so is he. So good luck.
Make him call Johnny.
Yeah, like Johnny can get him in the farm.
Well, I'm not saying you're not busy, but you have more of a chance than not being in meetings. What I meant by that.
Yeah. So that one that the mama was cleaning the baby under the tree that I saw today, was that today's?
No, that was actually winter.
Oh, okay.
That was winter. I just
I just put it up.
Yeah. So winter is doing really, really well for the folks out there who are, I had to give winter a shot and 2 pills that were about that long, shove them down her throat one day and one the next, because she had the scours pretty bad, but she is doing fantastic now. So
awesome.
Good.
Well,
we got 2 more any day. So,
So that still puts you at quite a few. That still leaves you with what, about 2 or 3 to go?
We got
after the 2?
No, we got 3 right now, and we'll have probably another. We've got 2 coming up real quick, and then we will have another 5 or 6 after that.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got quite a few coming. So anyway, just like little Christmas presents every time, Yeah, I can tell you when it's going to happen. I mean, we're supposed to get up in the 70s.
Oh,
it's not going to happen then. No, forget it.
No.
When the bottom falls out of it the next time, that's when it's going to happen. So yeah.
Yeah. Jesse, you want to pop up and we'll do the wheel?
Yeah, Danny has been busy, Tony.
Yeah.
And Danny is well aware of his job.
Danny's good at his job.
My goal is to have a cow by 2030. I can help you with that.
I was going to say, we know a guy.
Yeah.
Have you got enough flat land though, Joe?
He'll have to have. You've heard of the Paul Bunyan cattle, right?
Yeah.
They had, the legs on one side were shorter than the other, and then they just kept going around the mountain the same direction, eating their way around it. Yeah. So they wouldn't fall over. Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna talk and write down, and because I think Jesse's gone somewhere.
You're right, Jesse. I don't know what was worse. I don't know if winter's birth was worse or if January's was worse, because even though there was snow everywhere, it was warmer for January. But boy, I tell you what, when winter came along, it was cold that night. Golly. Patience, grasshopper. Scotty, hello, says Angie. Hello.
Yeah, I think that's the other Scotty, though.
Yeah. So are you doing the wheel?
I'm sorry, but that's not who that is. I'm gonna have to call a fact-finding mission on this one.
Yeah, some tough little cat. Yeah.
See, I couldn't see biggest fan. All that I saw was Tony and Joni and his mugshot.
I'm Tony and Joni's biggest fan.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Literally, I'm their biggest fan.
It says it right. It says it right there.
Yeah.
Self-posed biggest fan.
Yes, Andale, I had to plan I had already see there's a divided bathroom in the middle of the camper where I was, and I had decided that if I went out there and I found that calf and it was just way too cold, I was going to put it in the truck, take it to the RV, put it in that bathroom, and then just hope it kind of stayed laying on the blankets or whatever I put in there instead of just running into the glass shower door and all that stuff.
Or mama didn't try to come in through the door to get baby.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, mama got on top of me whenever I was trying to give it a peel. She was standing over me just like right here. I thought,
oh man, that stinks. But tell me you at least had somebody there with you.
Patty's a lot of bluff. She is a lot of bluff. She's very vocal and she's a lot of bluff. I know Ginger and Joey know about Patty because they've listened to her quite a bit. But I've got a couple of cows that are no bluff. They just, they'll just take you out. And one of them is Oreo. And she's gotten that way. She didn't used to be that way, but now
she was just such a loving, like it looked like she was such a loving
Oreo. I think that ramen side of Oreo is coming out in her, as she ages.
Ooh, so. That's not good.
Yeah. Oreo is sweet. Just don't touch her calf. Just don't touch her calf.
Yeah. Oh man. Mm-hmm. I just that I'm just sitting here going, wow. She was just so
don't touch
sweet.
Her calf. Just don't deal with it. Or is one of those that looks sweet, but time says, "Oh, forget this. I'm not playing no more." That's right. She's she grows some great calves though. I mean, I wish every cow was Oreo out there. I'm telling you, because she's a good one.
Wow.
I mean, right where that, like, I'll show you what I was mainly worried about on that deal. Whenever the calves were born or whenever Winter was born, this is a picture that I got just like a few minutes ago. This is right where Winter was. You see that? It's 2 coyotes. That's where she was born, right under that tree. That camera is still there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's 2 coyotes right there. And so that's the main thing that I was concerned about, because Mama went off by herself up there to have the calf, and then the other cows aren't like right around, and I was afraid that the coyotes could get one of them distract Mama, the other one run up, grab the calf.
Yeah.
So anyway, happens.
Well, unfortunately, yeah. We've actually had an issue with, well, until we started getting snow, like right up till the time it snowed, were bears.
Yeah.
They weren't going to sleep.
Yeah, they didn't go to sleep here either.
Oh,
I mean, normally we stop seeing bears about October. This year it was very late December before we started seeing bears.
Yeah, it was probably like the 3rd week of December by the time we stopped seeing bears here, and that's unheard of.
Hey, Rochelle. So, Josh, you said, do I ever hunt those coyotes? Do I ever go hunting, and like, do I ever call them and stuff like that? No, I haven't. I need to start. But what was that?
My hands are over here.
But as far as whenever I go out there, I try to have a rifle with me every time I go out there, just in case there's one out, where I can see it. Oops. No luck yet. They stole the darn crock pot. Yeah, they did. They did get our crock pot. We got it back though, but
That's crazy.
Out again where Wanda Henry is up in Canada land.
Oh, well, especially on that island, they don't get just a little bit of snow. They either get no snow or they get snowed in, because the wind just goes right across that island.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of snow down there on the Gulf of America. Right up to the water. I mean, right up to the water.
Johnny.
I like it hat.
Johnny, did you have any M&Ms in your green room?
No.
No, my problem, he ate them all.
Yeah, right up there. I mean, those pictures of that snow right up to the water. I mean, that's like a never in a lifetime event right there.
Right?
Well, Alabama,
global warming.
Like all those got snow, and it's like, oh my goodness. And it showed a resort in St. Petersburg? No, St. Petersburg's too low. Up further, northern Florida, and beautiful resort. There's like 7 inches of snow. I'm like,
yeah. It looks like a ski resort in Colorado down in Florida.
Pretty much. Yeah, ski resort without the hills.
Yeah, if I'd have had like 25 head of cattle, you'd have thought I was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Jesse and Lisa had snow down there where they're at, and my gosh, it's like, wow. I mean, I know you guys have gotten a dusting before, but you've never really gotten snow like that.
No.
Not for 50 years.
Not for 50 years, yeah.
And it's crazy. Like,
yeah, and then to see no snow up there in Scott's.
Well, we've got snow now, but
well, I know you got some now, but
yeah.
So for those of you that did not see,
Yeah, look at that.
The abominable snowman.
Yeah, he looks like he's out in Alaska somewhere or something, or at least up here in Oklahoma. You know,
Man, the snow came. I said I got to go look back for Sasquatch.
Jesse needs to move south now. You're going to have to. There ain't much south he can go.
He goes any more south, and he's into another country.
Right. Jesse could go down on the King's Ranch.
I'd have to get a green card if I go south.
Yeah.
We've had snow all month. Today was the warmest day all month at 32 degrees, says Rochelle.
What are you talking about? You didn't even have a dusting of snow whenever I was there 2 weeks ago.
Maybe she's talking about next month.
Oh, man.
Rochelle. Michelle, I don't know what it translates to, Michelle, but we were at 71 degrees today.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
We got up to about
that'd be 68, 69, something like that.
Toronto didn't have snow, she said.
Oh yeah, no. Like there was not even a dusting there.
So Josh in Michigan says it's pretty had a lot of snow there. Been super cold. Our grass has been covered all month. We had a lot more in Brampton. So did you go to Brampton, Scott? Okay. So she's saying there was a lot more where she lives. 71 shorts and t-shirt weather.
Pretty much, Tony.
We're supposed to get into the 70s, I think, Monday.
Okay. We actually, it was beautiful. Like I said, it was beautiful here all day, and then it dropped about 7 o'clock tonight, and it is freezing.
Yeah. What'll end up happening is those trees will start budding out soon, and whenever they do, then late February, March is going to hit. March is usually our snowiest month. I was born on the 24th of March, and I was born in a snowstorm.
Okay.
My dad actually had a wreck on his way to the hospital sliding in it. So whenever I was born.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. I wasn't there though. Mom was in the hospital. Dad had went home and was taking care of the cows and was going back to the hospital and had a wreck.
Oh, gracious.
So.
Well, that's what we were. So, Wanda, you're normally about 2 days behind our weather. And coffee walks and whatever, we're about 3 days behind their weather. So I watch their lives, and if I see they've got snow, I know we're getting it within 3 days.
Well, they're in Manitoba, aren't they?
Yes. Yep.
Joey, you said 71. You still wear thermals? Holy cow!
Hey, Lisa does too. I mean, she had to put. It was 71 degrees, and she had to put something over, like a jacket.
But it was a cool 71.
Oh, a cool 71.
There's a difference. Come on, you guys. Hey, don't go there.
Okay. I think it's 67 here in the house right now.
I was going to say 71. It's not that the house right now.
But I don't have any more insulation. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Well, I can lend you some.
No, I don't want any.
Okay. Your wife wants us to give it away, Joey.
A cool 71. Good Lord.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever heard that one. Well, it was a cold 71.
Yeah, it was like it's 110, but it doesn't really feel 110 because
Rochelle said, do some jumping jacks.
All right, this is for Scott.
Hey, it was cold wind out there.
All right, Miss Ann, last bottle unless you have another $4.99.
20 minutes
now
to top that up.
This is for the people that
Who-
donated
yeah.
only.
people who gave $5 or $4.99 or I want my $2 or
So, Miss Lisa. Oh no, actually, you know what, Jesse? We got to do the wheel.
Yeah,
You want to do the wheel?
because we
Lisa-
did.
yeah, you
Miss
gotta do the
Lisa,
wheel.
Miss Lisa did 2. Glenda did 2.
Ginger did 2. Miss Ann
Ginger
did 2.
did 2.
I did 2.
I've got it right here.
I did 2. I did $2. Well, you said I did 2. I did $2. So I did 2.
I did $0. I spent all my money at the auction.
Tony said your mic is
Oh,
too loud.
Okay, so yeah, we got Joey as 1.
All right, I'm gonna open up a new wheel then.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Dang.
You do
Glenda
what you're
did
doing,
3.
and I'm gonna write it down so it's a little bit faster. Let me pull out my Sir Grace pen.
Oh yeah, I did it 4 or 5 times. Jesse put me in there a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, you did Miss Lisa, Glenda. How many times you do it, Lisa? Twice.
Twice.
And Glenda did it twice.
3. Glenda did it 3 times.
Well, Sir Grace is 1 and Glenda's 2.
Okay.
Yep. Tony and Andy, I get you. And then Rochelle's book
then-
for spring sewing retreat.
Miss Ann
Okay,
twice.
just give us 1 sec so we can get this. Joey did it once.
Yeah, and then
Not for nothing, Ginger did it twice. How many of you got down so far?
I got 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, we need 10. So that means Miss Lisa got.
And I need Miss Ann.
Oh, Kevin Tuber chat. And Miss Ann. That's their 10.
No, but how many did Tuber Chat do?
1.
Okay, then that's I got 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 11.
So did Glenda do 3 or 2?
Glenda did 2 and 1 for Sir Grace.
Okay, let me start right from the top, Jesse. We got
Okay.
Joey,
Yep.
Miss Ann.
Yep. It's 1 or 2.
Hang on. He's
Miss
gonna do-
Ann has
Okay.
got 1 right now. Then we got
Okay.
Glenda for 2.
Right?
We have Jin for 2.
You got Jin for 2. Okay.
We have Tuber Chat for 1.
Yep. I
Miss
see.
Miss Lisa for 2.
Miss Lisa for 2. Okay.
And Miss Ann ended up with 2.
Yeah.
And Sir Grace.
That's 11.
I mean, he's only got 10 on his thing.
I got 2 for Miss Lisa, 2 for Glenda, 1 for Sir Grace, 1 for Joey, 2 for Ginger, 2 for Miss Ann, and 1 for Kevin.
You know what? We'll just run 11 because 11 people gave $5.
Actually, mine was $4.99 twice, but mine
I'm not worried about it.
wouldn't go to 5.
Like Joe, I got you covered. I know, you know,
You can find 2 pennies.
I got, well, actually, no, I can't because we don't have pennies anymore.
I'll send you 2.
So yeah, no, there's, let me, yeah, no. So unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but I've got it right here where Joey 1, Miss Ann 2, Glenda 3, well, 2, and then 1 for Sir Grace. We have Jin for 2, Miss Lisa for 2, Miss Ann for 2.
Yeah, dear God's work will do.
Yeah, because if you look over on the side,
No, I can see all the start. I see all the start.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11.
That's
Yeah.
11.
But why it doesn't show up on his thing on the page?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's 11.
yeah,
Trust me, we got everybody on there, folks.
yeah, we got everybody on there, so everybody's got a fair shot.
All right, you ready?
Well, pull it up so everybody can see.
Show it.
All right,
Why we can give it in Miss Ann?
mix it up.
So what I wanted to say, if it lands on the dark side, then that means we'll give away something from the dark wheel that we have.
Oh, jeez.
But if it don't land on there, too bad. All right, let's shuffle up and deal. All right, folks. Anybody else want in on it? $4.99. I won't hear no crying in a minute. If it's a spinning, you're a winning. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. I set it up to spin for 5 minutes.
Miss Ann's gonna have a heart attack.
I know she is. She had a heart attack when she saw that hashtag.
Oh, look at there.
I know.
Joey.
We got some syrup headed.
There you go. That's awesome.
All right,
You
Joe.
know, a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Hey,
I will
congratulations, Joey.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother, and we will get that off to you Monday. That is hilarious.
You better get it out there before Sparkle Socks stops all of the import mail from Canada.
No, he's not stopping nothing. I've got. He better not. Let's put it this way, because
I don't know. You didn't hear all that stuff went on today.
Oh, I don't even. I've stopped listening because one's saying the other, and what did they say in the olden days? It's nothing but a cock war, and I mean a rooster war.
I was hoping that's what you meant.
I had to cover myself up somehow. Yeah, this has been tried. President Hamilton tried it. No, he wasn't quite as, anyways, let's not go there. Do I need to pay 25% tariff? Oh, if I don't get it out of here by tomorrow, possibly. Okay, Joey, we got you covered, brother. I know a guy.
Yeah.
I'm going out campaigning with one of
Joey, you don't have to pay tariff. Everybody else that paid $4.99 paid the tariff for you.
There you go. One of the so the 11th one is paying the tariff.
Well, that's awesome, Rochelle. That is awesome. Allowed to be patriotic again. Yeah, that's really cool.
Amen.
Love the country. Nice.
Especially the Olympics is coming. Y'all need to be. I'd hate to see the Americans beat the Canadians in hockey.
Yeah. That would be.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? It's with our hockey players.
Hey, y'all seen that? You ever see that movie Cool Runnings?
Oh, yeah.
The Jamaican bobsled team.
You dead yet, man?
Oh, man. Yeah, no, I laugh at that movie still to the day.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's honestly, it has drawn our country together since all this has happened. It has drawn finally the country back together. Sparkle Sock saying goodbye, and with all the other stuff, it's actually drawn us back together again.
Yeah,
And
just God, if you got any say in that deal, in that political arena, just tell them, hey, maybe let's not like open people's mail.
unfortunately, that's federal. And now I do have a football player, but his chances of getting elected aren't well. Now I'm campaigning with another fella for provincial tomorrow, who I coached in football, and he should get elected. And very, very proud of him. Very proud of him.
Is that a question, Josh? Jamaica's got a bobsled team or a statement?
Oh,
Cool Runnings was.
Oh my
Yeah, but
God!
I think that's a phrase in the song. Jamaica's got a bobsled team. Remember that song they sang?
I was going to say
In the movie?
question, because if he hasn't seen that, you are grounded to your room till you watch it. Either it's showing how old we are, Johnny.
Yeah, Cool Runnings. It's an old flick.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was way back before cell phones even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yes, it would have been.
It's almost weird to watch a movie where nobody has a cell phone.
Right?
Watch a movie where, and it's really weird to watch somebody, pick up a phone with a cord on it.
Yeah. Or you get the Cops and Robbers, where it's the old cell phone in a bag.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness.
I was watching
those. I had a bag phone.
that was the Motorola. Remember, Motorola came out with the first bag phone. But I was watching the Beverly Hillbillies' first video, or the first show that they made. It was all black and white, and the surveyor comes and said, "Do you all have a telephone?" They looked at him like, "What is that?" It's like a box, and it sits on the wall, and you can talk to. What? we might have to ask Jethro, because he's the one who got all the schooling.
Yeah, I tell you what, I liked the one on Green Acres where they had to go outside and climb the telephone pole up there and to get the call. Hang off the side of that pole.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a great show, Green Acres.
Oh.
There's a lot of good old movies that,
Oh yeah.
You could understand the music. You could understand what they were singing, and the humor wasn't disgusting humor. It was,
it was hilarious.
The whole family could laugh at it.
Oh yeah.
Like even little Johnny knew what it was about.
Yeah, it was ageless. I mean, dad and little kid could laugh at the same movie. I mean, it was ageless. It was great.
I was watching something here with my kids. It was last weekend. Yes, because I was in Toronto 2 weeks ago, so it was last weekend. They had something on TV, and they're sitting there laughing, and I paused it, and I said, "Why? What? What are you laughing at? Like, explain it to me." And they like, "You are old." Like, what?
My favorite character in that show was the guy, the salesman that would come around and sell eggs and stuff. Remember it, Mr. Hayne? Mr. Douglas, I got a deal for you. Today I'm going to sell you not one, but I'm going to sell you 2 eggs for the price of one.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Now
man, you got it down, Jesse. You got it down, bud.
He was my favorite.
Mr. Douglas.
He gets right into character.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He was great.
Mr. Haney.
Mr. Haney.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Green Jeans, Mr. Haney.
Yeah. And what was the drugstore guy? He was a drugstore. He was the general store. He was the post office. He did it all. He was, what was his name? Mr. Drucker. Wasn't it Mr. Drucker?
Mr. Drucker.
Mr. Drucker, yeah. He did it all. He did the mail. He did it. Oh man, he was something else.
Man, I tell you what, we're all out here aging ourselves for sure.
You know what?
Yeah, there's somebody in the chat that I thought would have no idea.
I know.
You know, that was, and today we have the same thing. We have the new Green Acres. It's Trump and Melania.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Melania is like Ava. Ava, what was her name? Ava Gabor. Ava Gabor.
Yeah, Ava.
Wasn't it Zsa Zsa Gabor?
Well,
it was sisters.
It was one of
Ava and
those-
Zsa Zsa.
Ava and Zsa Zsa.
Oh,
But I think it was Ava.
I said Zsa Zsa a while ago, but it's Ava.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I tell you what, it was. I need to go find some of that stuff and watch it. It just make you smile the whole time.
I saw, you know, there at Wally World, there's that one bin, like movies for $3. That's where you find those, Johnny.
Yeah.
In the discount bins at Walmart, and you can usually pick up some pretty funny old movies there for next to nothing.
Favorite was Arnold the pig.
Yeah, and the guy who wore the checkered jacket, remember? Kind of reminds you of Joey.
Yeah.
He was tall, skinny.
Yeah.
And he's the one I think he was the one that owned that little pig, wasn't he?
Joey don't own no more piggies.
Yeah, Petticoat Junction was the other good one.
Yeah, Petticoat Junction. Yeah.
There's Uncle Joe. He's moving kind of slow at the junction. Yeah. Remember that?
Oh my God! Now you're
Mr. Ed.
The famous Mr. Ed.
Hey, little known fact: Mr. Ed is buried like I think he's about 7 miles from right where I am right now.
Oh no way!
Yeah, Mr. Ed's
Not
buried
the horse.
here.
Not the horse. The person.
No, Mr. Ed the horse. Not the voice, the horse.
Not the voice. The horse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's buried on a ranch right over. He came from Oklahoma. I mean,
He's right over. They buried him right
A
there.
ranch here, and then whenever he died, they buried him back on the ranch where he came from.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
We need to see his grave.
They buried him right over there where the red fern grows, didn't it?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, there's that too. But you know,
Oh man,
That's another good one, Angie. The Munsters. And
yeah,
my favorite was Grandpa in his coffin car.
yeah,
That was a hot ride.
yeah. Always, yeah. I think that's one of the main reasons I like that, because the old hot rod they had.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot rods, I'm going to take the hot rod out tomorrow, so
oh nice.
we'll see how it does on no prep tomorrow. I'm trying to get ready for. We got a big money race coming up on the 22nd of February, and I'm trying to. I'm going to go test it out and on the same surface, and
So are you going to run?
see how much I can hit it with.
Are you
So how
going
do they play that out?
circuit this year?
Huh?
Are you going to run a circuit this year? Like, are you going to?
No. Well, I'm just going to race. I'm going to race the. I know this is going to sound awkward. I'm going to race in a class called True Street. And the only thing street about True Street is about the name street in it.
Okay.
You can have 2 power adders. The only thing that's street is you got to have two front seats. Your front fenders and hood, or your front fenders have to be steel. You have to have steel roof and quarters, and you have to have factory glass. Other than that, it's game on. So it's actually a fast class. It's
That would be neat to see. And Is that down at your spot?
Yeah, it's going to be down there at Willsie's where, you've seen some of the other
But
stuff.
how do they pay out? Is it by race or total races? I mean,
It'll be an 80-20 split. 80% goes to the winner, 20% goes to the runner-up. Everybody else gets hosed, nothing.
So it's just one race.
No, I'm racing a class. There'll be probably 20 to 30 cars in my class probably. And we got to race down to 2, and one of them gets 80%, the other one gets 20%.
Okay.
So, yeah, Sick Week is running right now. That's right. Sick Week is going right now. I'm not doing Sick Week though, because I'm not. I'd get sick on Sick Week. I can tell you that deal right there is just crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to drive your car in between all the tracks. It's like 300-400 miles between tracks. You're taking every bit of the stuff that you got to race with you. So everybody's pulling trailers behind the race car, stuff like that. And then, to me,
basically living on the road.
Let's just put it this way. These motors are so expensive. Like the engine in my car is extremely expensive engine. And if I was to drive it 300-400 miles to a racetrack, I have used up basically a quarter of its life right there. So, you just continuously using up its life. So I'm not doing Sick Week because, like I said, I'd be sick if I did. So
it's like putting hours on the boat.
And broke.
Yep.
Sick and broke.
Yep. Those valve springs, you just think all that stuff's moving, and it's it's wearing. Everything's wearing. If it's running, it's wearing. No matter what. So anyway.
Wow.
Well, that was awesome. I liked your little wheel thing there. That was awesome. But
now, with your car, you don't run antifreeze, correct?
I'm gonna tell you a funny story about that right now. So I put some antifreeze in it.
Okay.
A while back. Well, then I thought in the summer I drained most of it out, but I left some in it. Okay, so because it's a lubricant too. Antifreeze actually lubricates, like the water pump and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I left some in it. Well, I thought, I'm going out to my shop. The car's sitting there. There's jugs of water sitting in the shop. They're not froze. The jugs of water aren't. They're just sitting there. Everything looks cool. Everything's great. Mm-hmm. I went out there the other day whenever it was really cold, and I thought, I'm just going to pop the radiator cap off this thing real quick and take a gander in there and look at it. I popped the radiator cap off that dude, and it was froze solid. My radiator was frozen solid. And I was like, immediately, I went, because, I'm thinking,
oh, yeah. You toast.
We probably busted that block. So here we go. So what I did was I put a heater on it. I'm sitting here looking at I'm looking at green froze. It's green and froze. It's got antifreeze in it, but it's frozen. I mean, frozen.
That would have been a good short, Johnny.
Yeah, I was so sick right then. I tell you what, the last thing I wanted to do was video any of that.
He was probably ready to throw up.
I went and got a space heater and I put it on the car, under the car. And me and Christine had to go do something. We went and left and everything. And the whole time I was just down. I mean, I was like, man, I know I'm going to get back and there's going to be a puddle underneath the car and there's going to be this and there's going to be that. And something's cracked, it's jacked. And, I got back, everything was thawed out, nothing. So then the next thing I do is I jack the car up, because if water busts inside, it will get into the oil. And water in the oil always goes to the bottom of the oil. It doesn't mix. Water
Right.
oil doesn't mix, folks.
Water is
It doesn't
heavier.
mix. Okay. So water is heavier than the oil. So the water goes to the bottom of the pan, and the oil it rides on top of it. So I took the drain plug loose on the pan, and and if there's water in it, you can see a few drips of water come out. If I saw any drips of water whatsoever come out, I knew
You were toast.
I'm toast. Well, nothing came out but oil. So I fired the car up a couple of days ago. I let it run for about 20 minutes. Everything appears to be perfectly fine. And all I can say is there was enough antifreeze in it to not let the ice get as hard as it possibly could, for one thing, expand as much as it could. The other thing is that block is extremely strong. The block it's 60 61 T6 aluminum, the entire block. It's very thick, very strong. So I assumed it was I assumed it took it, whatever it was. And the other thing was I thought the radiator would be split somewhere, but nope, radiator's fine. So anyway, yeah,
You said you only had a little bit, so it probably had enough room to expand. So there was no back pressure. So
right, yeah, yeah. And the next thing was, I was wondering, well, it's got electric water pump on it. Hopefully it didn't, warp the water pump somehow, but no, still seems to be working. So
I will say this, Johnny. I really appreciate you giving us that funny story because I didn't want to have to wait for the video.
There is no video on that. I felt so, I'm sitting here telling you guys this, but I felt like such an idiot on that deal. I was like, there's no way that's not.
That's right, Miss Ann. That was a true blessing.
Yeah, because I've got a buddy of mine who did the same thing last year, but his block was factory. His a factory block. He did the same thing last year, and his busted and ruined it. And so all I can say is, yeah, I got a heat cycle, got everything, everything seems to be fine, Tony. So, yep. So we're
representing, Tony.
We're gonna take it out and give her heck tomorrow and see what happens.
Well, when will you find out how you say, because I've never been to the races. How do you know whether you're in the running? I mean, will you know that like after the first race, second race, or is it one time and you lose and you're out?
Yep, you're out.
Okay, so you have to keep winning in order to get to the final.
Yep.
Once you lose one, okay, there's not no
buying back. There's none of that stuff. You're just out. So yeah. So we're gonna. I'm hoping that we do my grudge race on that same day with that guy that Tony got me in a race with.
Right.
Because here's the way I'm gonna. It cost us I think it's $150 or $160 to enter that race, and that's on February 22nd. And I'm gonna tell him, I'll tell you what, if you win, I pay your entry fee. If I win, you pay my entry fee.
Don't red light.
Yeah, there's no red lighting. There's no red lighting on this deal. Yeah, Angie says don't beat the light. There's no red lighting. You can't red light on this deal because there's no other lights. It's just there's an instant green and you leave. So as soon as you see a light flicker, you better be on your way. So yeah, there's no beating that light.
Oh my goodness.
So no false starts?
Well, yeah, you can still false start, right? You can run before the light gets green, right? So that would be a false start.
You mean you could just sit there and just take off without
can What Lisa's asking is, can you take off before the green?
Well, if a person wanted to, I guess they could, but they would just be
that would be like a red, that would be like
"Here's
a red
my
light.
money. I'm bye." You know, that's all it be.
No, so what I'm asking is, are you disqualified if you do a false start?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
If you pass that line before that green light comes on, yeah, you're done.
That's almost like the red light one then. Kind of, sort of.
But that
Yeah, there's a bunch of lights going on then. So, you know, this is just one light. That's all. That's the only thing you see. If you see a flicker of that light, you need to be on your way.
Well, Johnny, the trick to winning any of those races, and I know you know this because you've been racing, is whenever that light turns green, you hit it and you run like the cops are chasing you.
Yeah.
Like the police are chasing you,
Well,
and you'll win every time.
Here's the thing on the bracket racing, on that what you guys have seen me do, you know, like on that last stuff and everything, where I was red lighting. You leave on the last yellow because that's the way it's set up. You've got to hit the last yellow just perfect, and then it turns green as you're crossing the line. The problem is our car reacts so fast. I'm used to a slower reacting car. This car was built for heads up, so it reacts super fast at 60 foots in the 1-2 range. So I'd have to wait. You know, I need to wait more, and it's hard to do. You know, whenever you're used to doing a certain thing. That's the reason why I like this instant green, because I can't beat the green. I mean, it's just as soon as it takes off. Yes, I'm hoping I'm racing those guys the 22nd, Tony. That's what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to say, all right, we're going to race on the 22nd in class. We'll race. We can be first ones off the trailer just like you want us to be. But if I win, you're paying my entry. If you win, I'll pay yours.
Seems fair.
Totally seems fair, right?
Now, what's he running?
What do you mean?
He's running the same car and.
Oh, no, that's some kind of what is it, a Monte Carlo or something like, you know, a G body. It'd be like a 85 to 87 Monte Carlo, small block with a bunch of nitrous, you know.
So you'll be running nitrous that day then?
Oh yeah, yeah, we can both run nitrous. So I don't know if I'm going to use mine, because I think my car is faster than his without nitrous, with his on.
Wow.
I think. So anyway, I hope we're not boring everybody to tears out there.
I was gonna say the numbers are staying up around the 20s, so
well, good. Maybe we're not boring everybody. If Jennifer was in here, there'd be yawny faces and all kinds of stuff going on. The good old spray and pray. Yeah. Yeah, I've got nitrous, Josh, but the car run 570s to the 8th on motor. So, and we've got, you know, we can, all I ever hit it with is an extra 150 on top of that, which can put it down into the basement 5s, like 5.0, something like that. And, you know, that's pretty good for a full-bodied, you know, car like that. Sandbag.
That's a large car to be doing, you know, low 5.
It's not live. I think I'm right at I'm about 3460, 3470 in weight.
Wow.
The car I'm going to be racing against is right around 3,100, I think. 3,100 is, I think, what the other guy is. So, anyway, Let's make up for it with horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm entertained. I love racing. Cool. So I watched a cool race last night. Angie had a '69 Camaro. He almost won. It was really neat.
Hey, John, you seen that new Chevrolet El Camino they're coming out with?
Hmm?
Yeah, come out with the 1970s El Camino. They're coming out with a remake of it. I think
There's got to be a
I'm
punchline
waiting
here.
for it.
I'm waiting on the punchline.
Yep.
no, serious. Look it up. It's the Chevrolet's coming out with a new version of the El Camino.
Are they going to call it an El Camino?
Yeah, it's called El Camino.
Oh wow! I'll have to
Check
look
it
it
out.
up.
Surprised my daughter works for a Chev dealership. Never told me anything about it.
Well, I don't think they need to tell you everything they know there, Scott. It's just because
she
they work
knows that I love El Caminos.
Okay. See, Joe even says, look, Joe, I saw that too.
Wow, that's awesome.
It was beautiful. And it's low profile, just like the old ones used to be, 1970, low profile. Still got that little back end for the truck on the truck.
You know, hey, I've got a question. Do you think that since the 2030 mandate deal is backing off a little bit on that EV deal, that that Dodge might, because I'm Scott over here,
Mr. Ram Man.
Yeah, Mr. Ram Man. You think that they might, go back to making, gas?
Oh, I think it's going to. I think it's going. The production is going to double.
Well, everything, all the Jeeps have gone electric now, but they did the right thing with the Wranglers and whatever. They went back to lead acid.
But you're correct, Scott. They did all go to electric, but the problem is that they're sending all those to Canada.
Yeah.
V8 engine and all-wheel drive will be available.
Are you ready for the perfect blend of style, power, and utility in a truck? Well, get ready, because today we're diving into the 2026 Chevrolet.
Woo-hoo, look at that.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you love powerful trucks. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow truck enthusiasts.
Hey, that's awesome.
Sorry,
it's beautiful.
I can't play the whole thing or I'm going to lose my mind.
And I'm not much of a Chevy man myself, but that El Camino is nice.
So yeah, it's actually all over YouTube, guys. So
and it's gonna be gas.
2026 gas El Camino, and it comes up like that.
So
it's
Joey says Ford needs to come back out with the Ranchero now. You buy one.
Oh. But yeah, no, I couldn't believe it that they,
That's all right.
No.
I couldn't. I don't know what Dodge is doing. I keep asking the dealer here, and because I'm right on the cusp of do I buy the Ford I want, or do I hold off because they're gonna stop this electric vehicle crap? I'm on the crest because I gotta soon either trade in that 17 or keep it, because I'm staying to lose quite a bit of money now on the trading it in. So do I trade it in or do I keep it now forever until it falls apart?
Well,
so that's the big thing.
You're talking to a guy who has two Dodge trucks. One of them's a 2004 and the other one's a 2009.
And they probably run better than my 17.
I can tell you that,
because it's the old time blocks.
That 2004 is the bomb. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
So Tony said he'd love to find in a barn fire a 1968 Ford Torino. Oh, hardtop. Wow. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, those 68 Torinos are cool.
Now, those are about
2002, 1994, 1997. Oh, the three vehicles, 2002, 1994, 1997, working great. Yeah, I think our newest vehicle around here is that Honda Civic. You know, you can't kill them things. You know that, right?
so
But
it's
it's a 12, but it's got over 300,000 on it.
So the big difference between you, Tony, and myself, you guys can fix. I can't. I'm not mechanic. I'm like Jesse. We're not mechanically inclined.
Oh, no, I'm mechanically inclined. I'm mechanically declined to do the work.
Exactly.
I'll somebody to do it now.
So he had to get an alternator recently on the Jeep.
And the Jeep alternators are expensive.
Yeah, and
you had to get an alternator on
that was a pretty good diagnosis, wasn't it, Jesse?
Perfect. It was a perfect diagnosis because I did the test as soon as I got home.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
The 240 amp alternator, $852.
Holy
woo! 220 was 675, and 180 amp was like 500.
Is that just the cost of the part?
Wow.
That's just the alternator. It cost me $1,500. My bill was $1,500. Actually,
oh my God, Jesse!
The total bill was $1,516. I ended up paying $1,313 with my discounts. $1,313 is what I paid to have. But I did I had the highest amp alternator, and I didn't change the serpentine belt while I had it off.
What? So
yeah, always. If you have to do anything with any of that stuff,
what alternator?
And you take that serpentine belt off, put a new one on every time.
Yeah.
So,
what alternator, Jesse?
Well, I don't know what brand it is. It's $896 for one for the 240 amp.
240. I'm just trying to write it down, and I'm going to price it out here.
Labor was $447.22, and then the serpentine belt was $91.73. But Johnny, I know you've probably seen it, but on the Jeeps they have the alternator facing backwards. In other words, instead of it being towards the front with the serpentine in front of you, it's on the inside. So I said, I ain't messing with this. I'm going to let them do it.
Yeah,
and I got a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on it.
And what's the voltage?
240 amps.
You got the big one.
You got to make sure you get the right one because you just can't buy any alternator. Because I tried looking to see if I could, but you got to put the one that's designed for that engine.
So, my buddy's in tomorrow morning. I'm going to call and see what and what is it, a 20?
21. Mine's a 21.
21 Gladiator.
Right. But I did that, Johnny, when I got home and I said, okay, let's do this test here. I raised the hood and I said, all right, here goes nothing. I'm going to disconnect this positive battery. And as soon as I took that thing off, it went. It didn't even hesitate. It just.
Yeah.
It just.
I'll be doggone. I was hoping to tell Johnny he was messed up wrong. He did.
Yeah, I'm
joking.
I'm thinking that's what it is, Joey. It's probably a Mopar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's a Mopar brand alternator. Yes.
Yeah.
Mopar.
Yeah. Did you take it to Mopar to have them fix it?
No. I took it to a mechanic called Christian Brothers Automotive. They're all over, but they're like a chain.
Okay.
Called Christian Brothers, and you walk in there. I mean, they're playing Christian music inside. Mm-hmm. They're real good people. In fact, the guy's name the head guy there, his name is John Paul. I said, like the Pope? Yep. Like the Pope.
John Paul, like the Pope.
Like the Pope, John Paul, like the Pope. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I took it to a place called Christian Brothers. That's where I would take all I've been going there for, even when I had my Ford, that's where I would take it. They do a good job, and they warranty the work. The first time I went on my trip to Oregon with my Ford, I said, man, I don't know. It was 2002. Mm-hmm. I said, I don't know if this thing's gonna make it there and back. I better take it down. I took it in there, Johnny. They checked all the belts. They checked everything, the brakes, the water, the fluid levels, everything. Walked in there. I said, hey, so what I owe you? He goes, nothing. Don't worry about it. You got it. Everything's good. You shouldn't have any problems. Everything's topped off. What? I don't owe you nothing. He goes, no. Just come back if you have a problem, though. And I've been going to him ever since.
Hmm. And he's got so, you know, who's the smart one? He's got a customer for life, and you're sitting here advertising on YouTube for him.
Yep, Christian Brothers in Pearland, Texas.
Check him out. Even local for me. You don't even have to go into Houston to get it.
He's like 4 miles away.
Just think, Jesse, you could have saved all that money if you would have just answered that friggin' phone call about your extended car warranty.
No, I went ahead and just got the T-shirt.
You could have saved all that.
Yeah.
Just, all you had to do is pay for that extended, car warranty.
Yeah, $70 a month for the next 20 years.
I don't get the car warranty one now. I get, I
get them all.
You've been, how do you say, you've been
selected.
Yeah, selected that, because you're such a good traveler and, you've been traveling for so long. We want to offer you free trips. I'm like, great, send them. Well, we need your credit card. I said, no, you said free. I said, where are you located? Well, and I'm like, sounds like you're from the South.
So is anybody, but is anybody else getting those?
Debbie's
getting them? Okay. So somebody must have got y'all's information.
Somebody has sold our information.
Yep. I get the guy. This guy calls me almost once a month. He calls me and says, hey, I'm interested in buying your house. You want to sell your house? No.
Yes, I get that. We get like a form in the mail that says that they'll buy our house at even trade. And I'm like, well, if you want to give me $600,000 for my house, I'll be out in a week.
I think the way they got that deal now to where they buy your house while you're alive and then lease it back to you for you to live in until you pass away or whatever.
Well, isn't that called a reverse mortgage?
Yes. So the one up here is you don't lease back. You sell them your house right now at X number of dollars, and then you don't owe a cent, but it's their home whenever you pass. That's the one we're getting up here.
Let's stay away from that one. Yeah, because let's say your house is worth, I'm just going to throw a number. Let's say your house is worth $500,000 and you died 30 years from now. Now it's worth $4 million.
Yeah, I know.
Guess what? Look at how much money they just made. And you're upkeeping in the house. You're doing all the maintenance. You're doing everything. And they get all the money.
Running the house.
They get all the money.
Run the house.
They get all the money.
Worth nothing.
But they get all the money scot-free. See what I did there?
Yeah, the one I've seen down here is you sell them the house and then they lease. It's basically you pay rent to stay there the rest of your life,
right?
In your own house.
Scott, this bottle that Joey won, does it look like this?
Nope, smaller.
What? Joey, you got took, Bubba. I'd ask for my money back.
Here you go, Joey.
That is 1,000 milliliters.
But this is a collector item. You know why? Not because of the maple syrup, because the sticker has an error on it. Look, The sticker still has
the arrow on it. Yeah,
the arrow on it. You know, the guy that made the sticker for him on this one right here is the same guy that wrote that did Biden's speech where it said, what was that? He said something like, and the next person up will be, instead of, you know, he actually wrote text here.
Yeah.
Be careful. It was Mickey.
Mickey messed up. It's got the arrow on it.
And as soon as he, and nobody else in the world has caught that except for one white-haired fellow.
Oh well.
Oh, Joey says, "Hey, Joey just said send the syrup to Sir Grace, please."
Send it to Sir Grace.
Yep.
All right.
Congratulations, Sir Grace.
He's sitting in his chair right now, about to fall off. Papa, it's okay. Dad's good. They might, yeah. I don't think they were kind of feeling under the weather. I think so. They're probably already gone to bed. But I will let them know first thing tomorrow.
No, do like Johnny. Say, hey, y'all see what happened on my live yesterday? Well, y'all need to go watch the video. Y'all need to
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even going to tell you what's going to be. You have to go watch the video.
Hey, that's a great idea.
And you'll get some watch hours out of it.
I'll send him the syrup whenever he actually watches it.
Go find out what
down the road. Yeah, he and I get a text. Weren't you supposed to send me a bottle of syrup? Oh, you watched it. Okay,
you watched it. Yeah.
I kind of like Xander's idea too. Let him get a surprise. Put the syrup in a deal. Put a nice letter in there. It says, "Hey, Joey donated this to you." After
I will do that.
And they get all, you know, they're like,
I have to send my sister something anyway. So there you go. I'll just say that's Joey for Sir Grace.
2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's cool. That's awesome, Joey.
You're a good man, Joey. I don't care what Jin says about you.
Yeah.
That's the cheapest gift he's ever given away. $5.
I saw. I think he got some vanilla the other night.
Well, I can't even explain how that deal went. One, and he gave one, then Christine got one, and I don't even know how it played out. I was all discombobulated.
Where was that?
On our live the other night. The other night we were doing our last giveaway, bottle of vanilla. Yeah. And then somebody said, Joey said, "Hey, I want to bid on one. I want to bid on one."
Yeah.
So that we opened up, we got another bottle, we bid, and they started going back and forth and prepping.
This vanilla was gold.
It was like $10, $20, $50, $200, $100. It ended up being $200. And I don't even know who ended up with it. Lisa knows. He got all that wrote down.
Oh man!
Yeah, he outbid himself.
Yeah, because he was at $160.
He was at $160, and he turns right around and bids $200 on himself.
Yeah, but he was trying to create a cushion because he knew Budget Pripper would come in for $165. He says, "I'll stop this right now. Period. $200."
I saw that at the auction yesterday. I saw this lady.
So they were lurking in bed watching it on their camera, I bet.
There they were.
So much for that trick, Joey.
Yeah. So they were selling a Suzuki Samurai at that auction I was at, and there was a lady bidding on it, right?
Right.
It got up to $1,100, and I mean it was going up $50 at a time. $50, $50, $50, $50. It got up to $1,100, and I mean, all she has to do is say $1,100, and she yells out $1,500.
Oh no!
And
that shut her down.
That shut the whole thing down. She ended up with it. I mean, she could have. I guarantee she could have got the thing for $1,200, but she got it for 15 instead. So, it's what.
Oh my God! Hey,
so Glenda says Joey has a big heart. Are you calling him the Tin Man?
Well, and I'm just about to say something here, Glenda. That ain't for you. Grow up. It's for your hubby. You're not allowed any. Joey got that for Sir Grace.
Yeah. And she jumped at $400. Just like that. She could have owned it for $1,200, but she went to $1,500. I guess just,
Okay, so only Glenda knows Sir Grace is already asleep, so it'll be a surprise. Right on.
Sir Grace, don't watch this video.
Yeah.
So was there anything else that's worth bidding on there, Johnny? That you could have won or didn't win?
Well, I did win something. You'll have to watch the video though to find out.
Oh.
That's not what I asked you. What I asked you was there. You see, folks. You see what I'm talking about?
Funny,
was there anything there that you wanted that you didn't get?
No. Well, let's just put it this way. There were things that I wanted that I didn't get, but it's because I had already spent pretty much what I figured I probably needed to spend.
What your budget was.
Yeah, budget.
Damn budgets.
Yeah, dang it. You'll have to wait. No, the video's out, Joey.
Yeah, it's out. I've watched part of it. I didn't watch it all, but
yeah,
it gets better toward the end.
Great. Now I'm gonna, after we log off here, I gotta go watch the whole thing.
And it's funnier if you
it gets better, I'm telling you.
But it's funnier if you put the bar at the right, far right end and then watch it backwards. So funny.
I did make money, Tony. I actually made some money at the auction.
Now that's good.
Yes, the Jeep video is out, Joey. Been out since 3:00 today.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since you said it, yeah, I knew about the Jeep surprise there. So
yeah. I took it and I'm going to pull the body off of it. I'm going to pull the body off the frame, and I'm going to have the frame all sandblasted. I'm going to put all new brake lines and everything on it, change out all the brakes, do everything on the chassis. Then I'm going to have the body sandblasted, and I think Christine says she wants it some kind of like a burnt orange color.
Does Christine know that this is going to be a 3-year project?
Oh, sure.
You can tell her that.
No, it will take a little bit because I've also got to power it, and I've been studying on that, what we're going to put in it. So I really, there's things I'd like to put in it that we already have, but it's going to depend. I've got to do a test fit and make sure that it's going to clear.
Make sure you have enough room.
Yeah, make sure I have enough room and all that stuff. If I don't, then I have to go a different route, which is basically a kit route on the powering of it and stuff. Don't say it. Yeah, I'm not going to say it, Tony. I know. He's going to road race the OSU Jeep. No, I'm not going to road race it. I'm going to tell you, though, this little Jeep, Jeeps, it's a CJ5. If you remember the CJs to me were the absolute coolest Jeeps that they ever made.
But they were
Sorry, everybody
very
who owns
tippy.
Jeep. The CJ
Very
to me
tippy.
were the Jeep. So,
If you could keep them upright.
but the CJs were just, you know, the only thing that might have been cooler than the CJ to me was the actual little bitty military Jeep. The little
Willie.
The little Willie's Jeep, you know, the MASH Jeep, the Jeep that you all run around and mash. But I'm telling you,
those
so
right
small.
There, that right there, Jesse. I'm watching Jesse's pulling it up here underneath.
I'm trying to find the one that I drove in the military. There you go. There it is right there.
Oh, Jesus. Now you're showing your age.
No, I drove this Jeep. I really did. That's a Jeep, Bubba, right there.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate right there. That's the, whenever I was in high school, you could buy that Jeep in a crate packed in oil for $250.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. They had surplus military Jeeps. You put them together yourself.
Yeah, that Jeep right there can be stripped down in about 30 minutes.
Right.
To almost nothing. Put it on a pallet, boom, ship it wherever you wanted to ship it.
Yep. They used to come in a crate. You just slap them together and, and I should have bought one of them things, but I never did.
Can you imagine if you would have bought it and just put it in the back of the barn?
Yeah. Well, there's people who have them. I mean, they're still in the crate, that they have never put together or anything like that. But, but this little Jeep is a CJ5. Look up a CJ5, Jesse.
I got it. Well, I mean, there's several of them here.
Here right now.
What year was
like a 70?
77?
Yeah, 77 is a good number.
All right,
I was going to say probably that right there.
That's what we bought, a little CJ5 like that.
I can just see Christine bombing around in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she got it so she can practice for the cruise. She wants to be able to learn how to and maneuver around,
Yeah, but they're not going to let her.
The thing about that little Jeep right there is every bit of all those body panels and all that stuff that's on it. The aftermarket support is so awesome that you can like that hood, that hood's like $300.
There's so many parts of Jeeps nowadays. Now the Jeeps, that's about the easiest thing to find parts for is Jeeps.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, that's all. I mean, I can hardly wait to get started on this thing.
But like I say, the worst thing for those was trying to keep them upright.
Yeah.
And not flipped over, rolling down the side of the road just as fast as you'd be driving down the road.
Yeah, it's because they're so short and they got a high center of gravity.
High center of gravity, yes, sir.
Yeah. That's why I said it doesn't. The horsepower, you don't need very much in that little deal.
Well, it's so light.
Yeah, it's super light.
So after Johnny gets done with it, it's gonna look like that.
Not. No.
Wow. Yeah.
No.
So this is so Christine can put around the races over there and talk trash to everybody while Johnny's racing.
No.
So she doesn't have to walk back and forth. She can run this back and forth.
Look how wide them tires are back there. What's they got to be at least 18 inches across?
That's actually about a 10.5. That's a 10.5-inch wide tire, I believe.
Yep, it's wide.
Wait a minute, it's an ET Street. I'm reading it.
Let's see if I can.
That's a radial. That's probably that might be a 315. We can probably see what it is. A Radial Pro. It is a 315.
I don't know if it's
315 Up. That or down. Down. All right.
Right there.
At the top, right up there at the top between Mickey Thompson and ET Street, right there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. It's I can't get any more.
315.
Looks like 50R75.
It's a 315 50R15.
Or 15, yeah.
11. It's between 11 and 12 inches wide across the tread.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can see the bottom right here. It says "Made in China."
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I'm just
not the Mickey Thompson stuff.
Yep.
Nope.
Mickey Thompson good tire. That's what I run.
What's that front? What's that front one there?
It's a little Mickey front runner deal.
Can you imagine the speeds that you'd get going up the track with that, with the wheelie bar on the back and everything? Whee!
Yeah, you can buy any parts for a Jeep, but don't buy alternator. All the alternator I'll buy will be pretty cheap because I probably got a dozen of them laying in the shop.
I said you can find just about any part you want for a Jeep. That doesn't mean you ain't gonna pay for it, because you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
But the old Jeeps like that right there, the aftermarket support is just unreal on them, you know. I mean, I think they've got one of the best aftermarket supports that there is, which is great.
Josh,
we're gonna need that aftermarket support. So
governmentplanet.com has military surplus vehicles and equipment for sale.
Yep.
If you're lucky enough to be near a surplus, area.
There's a real nice classic right there. 1962 Jeep CJ5.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
That looks like almost like original mail car.
See that top that's on that one and the doors?
Yeah.
Are just like the doors that top that I bought for this one.
Okay.
So I bought a top and doors. Watch the video, but I buy a Jeep and then I go to another part of the auction place and I buy a top and doors for it.
Johnny's called a trailer or a teaser. Teaser or trailer. You got to give them a teaser, okay, to go watch to make them want to go watch.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. I got I'm gonna start fitting. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start fitting a block down in it. The transmission's still in it. I don't know how bad the tranny is. I know it shifts because I went through the gears on it. But I've got to get a bell housing and I've got to get all the stuff in order to, because I'm going to repower. It's not going to be powered by the little 4-cylinder that it came with. So it'll be V8 powered. So for whatever it's worth. You can find those all over Italy. Cool.
Anyways, folks, I've got to be at the breakfast early in the morning. I don't have to cook tomorrow morning. I got to serve tomorrow morning, but
all right.
Still got to be up and showered at 6 a.m. So disgusting.
Well, congratulations to all the winner.
Yes.
all the winner.
All the winner.
Yeah. Well, there's two of them.
Technically,
there's two to all the winner. Joey Grace.
You never know, Joey. I might be able to find something for you. A little something.
Yeah. Hot tub. What? Oh, hot bath. Time for a hot bath.
Who's in the hot tub?
Well, Dark Lord Xander says it's time for a hot bath. His turn. So it's not even Saturday, Xander. Come on.
Know.
You got to wait till Saturday.
What's he doing having washing more than once a week? Come on now, man.
Right. Hey, Cynthia Delat, all the way from the Netherlands. How you doing, girl?
Hey, Cynthia.
Been lurking.
Yeah. Well, she heard winners, so she said, wait a minute, I better get in there because they're giving something away.
Cynthia is always such a supportive lady.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad that Miss Ann introduced this to her.
Yeah, she wanted something on our live and she gave it away to somebody. I can't remember who it was now.
Joey, I believe so, Joey.
I think I've only kept like one thing from your live, maybe two, and then I just give them all away.
The link.
Will there be a chilling for the Gillums tomorrow night, Johnny?
There will be. I'll probably put I may put the link up later tonight. I'll either put it up later tonight or it'll be late tomorrow evening when we get back from the races. The testing is over at 5:00 down there, so I should have plenty of time to get home and get everything arranged.
Are you going to go normal time or are you going to go early again?
I'll go whenever we get home.
It depends on what time he gets home.
Yeah, I got you. Because I mean, normally you go at 8, but you might. Last time I think you went 7. So
yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, that was nice actually. Yeah. So.
Well, no, I like it when you go earlier, but you know, it's your life. You do whatever whichever you feel you got to do.
Yeah, and
those young kids are out all sorts, all late at night.
I keep my winnings, says Andale. She if she wins, she ain't gifting it to you, is what she said.
Yeah, if I win, I'm keeping it.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Tony.
I always share the love.
I'm really going to try to put that guy comes up to me and wants to race me. I'm going to tell him, let's do it the 22nd in front of everybody because there'll be a lot bigger crowd here then. That'd be a better race, don't you?
Do it live, yeah. Do it, yeah. All right, Johnny. Well, safe travels tomorrow, guy, and good luck on the race. Hope you win.
All I want to do is just get down it.
Are you planning on going live at all during, before, or after?
No, this one that track there's not enough service there to
no
go
service.
Live from that one. The only one I can go live from is the one that I went the Centerville track.
Well, push come to shove, if y'all get pushed back, you could always go live on your way home, right? On the travel.
Yeah, but we're going to be live with Chilling with the Gillums, so I mean, it's like.
No, I'm just saying if you get delayed.
Yeah,
past 7 o'clock.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, you'll see my teeth every once in a while, and you know when a car comes toward us and the light hits me, that's about all you'll see.
You mean you don't ride with your light on?
Christine don't like me to. She thinks there's a law or something about driving with a light. I'm like, there ain't no law about that. You can drive
There's
with
only
a light
a law
on if you want.
get caught.
Yeah, everything.
Did you hear? It's
her law.
we heard Mama from the background.
So y'all know what Jeep CJ5 stands for, right? Christine and Johnny.
Christine's Jeep.
CJ5.
Christine's Jeep.
Christine's Jeep. Yep, Christine's Jeep. But Johnny's going to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I looked at it more today, and it's going to be fun.
Yep.
So.
But anyways, folks.
All right.
Take care. God bless.
Adios.
Later.
Don't forget, you got 3:45 tomorrow. You got Miss Glenda, and then you got Chilling with the Gillums.
All right. We'll talk later.